Hey, folks, and welcome to Never Split the Party's Starfinder. Patrick has decided to join us and at the last second, which is fun. We are Never Split the Party. Our campaign is called Mostly Harmful, or if you are just tuning in, this is Season 3, Episode 8. But realistically, it should be a pretty fun episode. Don't worry about this as your first. You can find our past episodes on YouTube at bit.ly/neveryoutube. And we are all caught up, I believe, in our audio podcast.
We
Thank
are.
you, J-Man, so much. So you can also find us on any of your favorite podcast apps. Just search for Never Split the Party podcast. Also, technically, bit.ly/never podcast brings you to the iTunes one, but if you don't use iTunes, don't worry about it. The past 2 episodes have been part of a mini arc. It's been an infiltration/assassination arc. I'm dubbing it the Oda Shen arc, and I believe tonight will be the finale. I will give you guys a quick recap before we get into it, but first I would like my lovely cast and Patrick to introduce themselves, starting with me. That's right, my name's Dustin. I also go by the Arbitrary Nerd. I am the GM for tonight and most nights.
And I am Justin. I play Seeker the Android Technomancer, and he is also known as Cedelia, the world's #1, first and foremost, most best.
He has no clue where he's going with this.
No, I do. Interior designer, actually, and I've got a trophy to prove it.
You're welcome for the extra time.
Well, I had a word in mind that I wanted to use, and then I forgot the word halfway through my sentence, as is what always happens with me.
Mike was right. You had no idea where you were going with that.
No, I did.
And he needed the extra time.
Next up.
No.
Hi, I'm Chris. I play Miller 3 Top. He's the best Durkin Yosoki mechanic this side of the galaxy that the world has ever seen.
Does he have a trophy, though? Because I don't see a trophy.
He can make his own. It's whatever.
You narrowed that field down a lot this time. You're usually the best Durkin mechanic in the verse. Now it's the best Yosoki mechanic. Wow.
Also, he said, in the galaxy the world has ever seen.
Thank you. You're very astute, Patrick.
I just accepted that as fact.
It hurt
You
a
should
lot.
play that a bit closer to your chest.
That doesn't work out of context, Nicholas.
But he's
okay.
also really, really good at, I don't know, getting caught by the person that he's trying to assassinate, seconds after walking into the house.
Very bad assassin.
It really, really, really.
What happened?
The world universe's worst Durkin assassin. Yeah, I can't confirm.
He's a
Yes.
mechanic.
We'll catch you up in the recap, Patrick.
There's at least one series where mechanic is a code word for assassin. It's called The Mechanic. Don't know if you've seen that movie. It's another
Moving
ball
on.
people.
I'm Michael, and I'm playing Zero, the android operative, and, well, the actual assassin of this group, apparently. Who can literally stand in front of somebody's face and poison them.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll see how that pans out tonight.
Apparently, he worked at Chipotle. Hey-oh.
Hey.
Oof. Big oof.
Burger King, actually.
Angry one. Yeah.
Nick, you're next.
Not that Patrick
This
is
is
technically next, but I guess
No.
I'll go.
You've always been forced to go next.
Why?
Okay.
Because
Yeah, Pat's a dick, and I'm Nick. I play Dren, who is a Marikoi Solarian,
Plug.
and that's it for me.
Hi, everybody. Patrick, Raesh, Oren, Captain.
Who are you?
Guy.
Also
Patrick,
dick.
Raesh, Oren, Captain, handsome guy.
CEO of Rice Oven LLC and current
Nice.
captive of Oda Shen's forces.
Also didn't...
As for announcements, tonight's after party will take place at 10:30. We will be doing an after party. I assume Patrick will be bouncing to study some stuff, I guess.
I'll probably be bouncing right away. too.
AKA play guitar.
Yeah, that's what it means.
That's
Which is obviously a
actually, it was a
euphemism
bass.
for whatever.
Slapping his
Um,
bass, yep.
And we'll be talking about random stuff. I think next week we're doing another off week because we're still on the every other schedule, and it sounds like it'll be a Splatoon night. We're taking a night off from XCOM.
Oh yeah, baby, I'm leading this one. No, actually, no, Justin's joining me. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be with you, but you're gonna
I
be
can
play.
probably hosting it.
Oh, you can.
All right.
I will need to get you your capture card back.
You're right. I need that.
I'll give it to Dustin when he plays Millennium Blades this on Saturday.
Yes, and I'm totally doing that because I'm getting kicked out of my house. Not that this really needs to be on stream, so I'm going to keep moving on. I don't believe I had any announcements. We don't have any events coming on. Some of us are going to PAX Unplugged, if anyone's wondering. At least right now, I believe it is Chris and Nick. I am only going to go if I somehow have a windfall of cash in November. And, oh, sorry, is it December now? Is it November or December?
It's December, like 2nd, whatever that weekend is.
Yeah, if I have a windfall of cash come December and someplace to sleep, and there's tickets left, so I'm not really counting on it, but we'll see. Otherwise, for a quick recap, the party has infiltrated the estate of Oda Shen, who is throwing a 1-year commemoration, celebration, whatever you want to call it, of Triaxis being given over to the Veskarium. Triaxis being a world in the Pact Worlds, Veskarium being significantly further out and not always friendly with the Pact Worlds. With this new governance, Oda Shen took over a fancy pants mansion, has somewhat retooled it to her own stylings, and is throwing this party, which the group, the Novus. Nope, wrong campaign. My
Wow.
bad. Oof, I'm going back way too long. The Pact Breakers / the crew of the Spirit of Shirket have mostly infiltrated. Raesh Oren was running, Pat, which was out for a couple weeks, so he was running a distraction somewhere else, which was with drawing away Oda Shen's military forces to help the party infiltrate. That went so. As Miller alluded, he did kind of jump into Oda Shen's bedroom uninvited while she was in it. That was a little awkward, but they made it work thanks to a quick invisibility spell from Seeker and some shenanigans. Worked out pretty well. And as of last episode, they planned a relatively intricate plan that will involve them poisoning Oda Shen's food while she is about to eat with a whole lot of the android drug known as tar and some rat poison. I'll let them go through the plan one more time when we get into it. Did I miss anything salient you guys wanted to cover?
We came across some NPCs that could eventually be allies.
Yeah, you came across some NPCs that could be sympathetic forces on Triaxis. Also came across some NPCs that apparently might be Oda Shen's personal hit squad, which came about after she had to hire an outside specialist to take out Miller, which is also why Miller has a gaping hole in his head filled by a parasite. All right. Now that we are getting back to soiree. Thank you, Adex. Soiree was the word I wanted. Come on, guys, help me out here.
I read that as sorry. I thought he was being Canadian.
Sorry.
Oh, God.
God damn it. Chris, that's not shit you admit. Die with that.
Hey, shall we bring up Pie Style again, or?
Oh, God. I really shouldn't speak because I say melee wrong every time, and I really thought Grenadier was Grenadier.
Grenadier. It killed me.
That was an XCOM special. Thanks, guys. All right.
Can you make it a little bit more grenadier than that?
I
That
could
explosion was a little weak.
Listen, look at the damn word. It's how it's spelled.
Sorry.
All right. Moving on, we're going to pick up. You guys were just about to start initiating your plan to assassinate Oda Shen, to poison her food, which was a time-sensitive task when Oda Shen announced to the collected people here that Raesh Oren had been captured, was being brought to the estate, and would be summarily executed at the end of her presentation, which comes immediately after dinner.
What does math have to do with it?
What was what? What does what have to do with what?
Math. You said something about sums.
That was bad. Bad, Patrick. Bad.
He's still getting into it. He's been out for a month, so
I gotta shake off the cobwebs.
shape off the cobwebs. Also,
Yes.
he can yell now. Can we get a yell from Patrick?
Woo.
I'm like getting
Patrick
ready to
moved,
clap.
which is why he took some time off, and he's now in his own place with his lovely. I don't know what Molly is. I'm assuming girlfriend, but if it's more, I don't know. Fiance, wife. I don't keep
Oh.
track of the shit.
No.
I don't know what you were
first
thinking,
one.
dude. You got to get your mind out of the gutter.
Caretaker.
I don't
And he
know.
refuses to say it out loud too with her in the room.
Looks off screen.
You could just say SO. That's fine. It's okay. It's code.
You were
Wife.
saying?
Main squeeze.
Maine
It'd
Coon.
be
That's a
hilarious
type
if
of
she was
cat.
over there watching.
Hey guys,
That's what I'm hoping. That's honestly.
Molly's actually in chat for the first time and
It
is
was
listening to the entire
this was a
thing.
great session. See you guys again in 2 weeks.
All right. Moving on to give Patrick some breathing room, so hopefully he doesn't get divorced, dumped, or left. I don't know what that would be at this point.
That'd be great.
All of the above.
You guys are currently in the. Let's see. If you go to Roll20 on the map, Justin already has it up in on Twitch. You guys are just exiting a side room and re-entering into the grand banquet hall. Patrick, just so you're aware, the banquet hall looks small in this picture. I have said that it is actually significantly larger in universe. I just didn't want to find a map to convey that.
It's a Nick room.
Yeah, it's a Nick room. God
Oh
damn
my
it.
god, extendo rooms! I'm
Nick
cleared!
room. No!
Yes! Pat, you're the best.
Damn it. Okay.
No. In Dustin's defense, he didn't actually give us the size of the room. He didn't say it's 60 feet and then have it become 120.
It's
Yeah,
Math,
it's close enough though. It's hard to
sums.
We're
see.
getting into some quantum BS where relativity and yada yada, and
Yeah, that's fair.
space is different in this room.
All right,
Hardest.
party members, you were just announced, or it was just announced that Raesh Oren has been captured, and you were just about to institute your plan. Do you guys, any of you, remember what your plan was?
Yes.
we didn't decide.
Yes.
Yeah, we did.
There were a
Sure we
few
did.
things. There were a few things that were pitched.
All right, then.
Yeah, I remember we weren't going with trends.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not going with that one.
Side note, Nick, if you're gonna have a green screen effect, you shouldn't have a shirt that has green on it.
I will always wear a shirt that has Reptar on it.
Oh,
Ooh, Reptar getting all spacey.
it's
All
a
right.
chameleon.
Sweet.
Space Tar.
Godzilla did it. I'll allow it.
So I don't remember what the second spell you guys were going to be using was, but it's whatever one changed the taste of things.
Yeah,
Yep.
token spell.
So you guys are going to use
Spell
that
and-
plus invisibility on both me and the poison.
Yep.
And I was literally going to just stand in front of her face after whoever it was taste test the food,
Yep.
and I was going obviously poison it.
Yep. And then you just go ham. And
You
make
just-
make
Shove
sure
that shit through her.
you
throat.
put the poison on the piece of food that would be eaten in one bite, not
Or-
some
Or
not some
or
steak or something.
or
we-
you could just like spit it into her mouth.
Well, I was gonna say just shove it down her throat with your own hand, but I mean, that works too.
The only thing I'd like to check is, do they, as of what happened earlier, have any type of defensive against invisibility right now?
That's a good point. I'm gonna
Because
say
they did use invisibility earlier.
they were using. Well, I don't think they did. They know invisibility was used? Yeah, they probably did. The main doors into the kitchen were probably added on to some sort of special detection. But from the side room you're in right now, I'm gonna say they probably didn't get to it, and you guys didn't have a lot of time, and they weren't looking to delay things. They more or less assumed they chased off the offender. So I'm gonna go with they're a little lax, considering this is basically Vesk Day, and they're all Vesk.
All right.
All right. Anything you guys need to do prior to saying we get this thing going? Odishan's just given a pronouncement, is sitting down, and food has been brought out to the tables. All of the guests are getting entrees brought out to them from different wait staff that peel away from the walls in uniform style and slowly slide plates in front of the appropriate people.
What positions are we taking while this is going on?
Up to you.
I was asking
You
for-
should probably wait tables in such a way that you'll have visibility of Oda Shen's table.
We also have to address the
I suggest we
handsome
have,
egomaniac elephant in the room. That's not quite in the room yet.
Ah,
I
yes.
suggest Trem looks into that while we take care of Oda Shen.
Do
At
you,
least looks for information,
do
because we don't know where he's being
Do we
held.
actually need me? I mean, Seeker knows token spell and invisibility.
True.
Can you cast it twice really quickly? Is there any limitations to that?
It's a
No.
it's a 0 level spell.
And I don't believe either are concentration required, correct?
Correct.
I roll a handsome check. I got a nat 20.
I didn't see any rolls.
Don't need to.
I mean, in his defense, it doesn't show up on stream.
I do.
Yeah, okay.
But we should probably do something about that. Maybe I can definitely go
Well,
one
Keys-
way. Maybe
Well,
Bren, you can go somewhere. I don't know.
did she say that she had him here though?
No, I imagine he's en route.
Because I was gonna say I've checked pretty much the entire second floor except for like one room, and I didn't see anybody.
I
I
mean,
didn't see Rye. I mean, I saw people. I didn't see Rye.
One note, you guys did see someone bring her that information that Raesh was captured.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you are reminded.
one of us can take the back door. One of us can take the front door.
Not touching that one.
What are you
I'm
guys
quite
exactly?
partial to the back door, actually.
What's the problem you guys are trying to solve right now? Because I've lost. the
If
plot.
we're trying to figure out where Rye is coming into the building,
Okay.
I mean, there's logically two options, maybe three, including the sewer, the front or the back.
Or there's one more that you're all obviously overlooking.
Right.
He's going
From
to
the air.
fly in.
Yeah, exactly.
Jump
Which
right
was
through
going
the
to bring me to
window.
my next question. Dustin, is there anywhere on this map that would probably be used as a helipad of some sort?
Let me take a quick look into Roll20. The roof of the structure probably too ornate to worry about, and it would be off estate. It would be outside of the outer wall. So basically, where you're looking at on Roll20, there's the south boundary. I'm calling that to be like where there's a gate that closes off the estate itself. It would have to be somewhere outside of the estate.
Well, I can start making my way off state.
I'll
I've
bring
already
it up
s-
also. After we poison her, we're going to exit really quickly.
Yes.
What's our exit strategy currently?
Shouldn't we all be invisible?
No.
I don't think I can make everybody
Well,
invisible.
I say blend in with the ensuing chaos. There's hundreds of people here. I'm sure there will be chaos.
Why not leap through the sewers?
Well, funny thing.
I'm pretty sure we already heard about that, actually.
Yeah, you guys all know. Added security. However, I did get the gun smuggled in. Points to 0. I did do my job. I can see if I can find a way out of here and relay that to you.
Comms are down.
How far does telekinesis work? 30 feet or something? Yeah.
It's not very far, unfortunately.
And I feel like all the ones you guys currently have are all line of sight.
More or less. I mean, I give some forgiven.
Well, I think it's more or less line of sight to activate.
Yeah, like if you start in line of sight and you leave a little bit out, I'll say you can have a lingering mental connection. But again, there is a range increment for that. You guys can double check what the range is. I don't mind, but that would be an obstacle for that particular plan.
I mean, to be honest, actually, I could walk out the front door while invisible.
Yeah, you're probably not the most. Although Miller will have pointed out that the front door does have detection features for magic and other elements. So, weapons, metal, etc.
Yeah, so I'd actually have to give the gun back then before, assuming you're leaving in a different.
Could go out a window.
I mean, you'll still
You have
be
windows. There's
invisible.
actually doors. Let me zoom in and make sure I'm not lying to you. But I believe there's doors in the.
How high is the surrounding wall?
The north wall. Sorry, what was that, Michael?
How high is the surrounding wall? Because I have a nat 30, athletics check.
Oh, the wall surrounding the estate.
I would say probably no more than 12 feet high.
I mean, I feel like with the 30, automatic 30, I can just scale any wall.
Pretty much not worried about you scaling a wall. Correct. In terms of areas to get out of this particular room, if that's what you're worried about, there's the northern door, which leads to an exterior patio. It's a walled-in patio, but it's mostly exterior. There is a westernmost door. There's a set of double doors right there that leads out back onto the estate, and there are windows all along the south wall. Back to the main lobby is probably not your best bet. As you know, there's heightened guards there already, and the doors to the front do have extra security. Like, again, the detectors for magic, weapons, etc.
I would suggest then after you cast your spell,
Oh.
immediately leave, and I'll leave last.
Hey, Seeker.
Yep.
You wouldn't happen to have ghost sound, would you?
I do.
Easy peasy. As soon as we see commotion, ghost sound, bunch of gunshots. We will make the chaos.
1 point for Justin. Your audio is actually a little low.
Oh,
Mine is?
No, Justin.
Oh.
Okay.
Not on. We can hear you. You're just a touch low.
I might be low for you guys.
Oh, that's fine. I don't care. I was more worried about how much editing you'd have to do later. So if you're comfortable with that, then I don't care.
All right. Well, yeah, we can just ghost sound some gunshots, create the chaos, and just ride with it.
Right.
From there, we should probably figure out how to get Ryback. Maybe.
I also suggest making the sound near, not near the vest, near
Correct.
the, what is it, the patrons,
Yes.
or guests, rather.
Oh yeah, I'll have it come from somewhere else where we're not going.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any of those tables with people we didn't get along with?
What's the question?
Of the
He
table
wants
of
to
people.
incriminate somebody who didn't
Well,
he
I
like in
wanted
the
to.
other room.
Yeah.
For the tables of folks that you maybe weren't super fans of, the
Specifically, the people that were immediately happy that Rye was got.
I'd say the 2 left tables were mostly okay with it. Although I will say the bottom left table, the Skittermanders would have cheered no matter what was said. Just a heads up. Again, they're all
In that case, I suggest the middle left table or the top left table.
Yes.
top left table is the one that had the dignitary who actually turns out to be some sort of musician with bodyguards. That's all.
Okay. So, you want me to make it sound like they're shooting guns?
Yes.
Okay. Not like, in a different room where they can't see people actually shooting guns or not? Like,
I was
maybe in a
thinking
direction
more
where
of
we're
a
not
commotion
going.
in the room, so that everyone in this room starts to panic and run.
Okay. I mean, I could do both.
All right.
I mean, sure, do both of them.
Yeah. Level 0 spell.
Yep. So I guess we should take our places then.
So, let's do it.
So in this, what is Dren doing?
Just
Go with Miller.
Yeah, you're still a waiter, remember?
Brent's looking pretty.
Just pretend you're a waiter still.
I mean, I could do that.
Awesome.
That's easy enough.
All right. Well,
What's our concern about the La Junta?
Well,
We have to find him.
we'll have to figure it out once he gets here.
All right.
We just have to hope they don't decide to kill him all the way, because it would have shown.
I'm sure she'd want to see to him personally.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm gonna go back to my table. Miller
All right.
leaves the room and joins between the 2 very, very, very handsome individuals.
I'm gonna be over in the corner by the northwestern door and the western north door.
Sounds good.
I'm mostly going to stay near this.
I think
Room
you're
that
going to
we're
cast
already in.
invisibility first.
Yes, you
Oh,
are.
that, yeah. I thought that was
That's-
just given. I thought we were doing that because that's
Zero
what the plan
walks right
was.
up to the table.
Yeah, so
plain
I'll
as
cast
day.
invisibility on Zero. Do I need to cast on you? Because I thought you had
Yeah.
your own.
No.
It doesn't work that way.
He's just
Oh,
treated as
okay.
invisible because he's very, very camouflagey.
Okay. Yep. Invisibility on you and invisibility on the food or the poison. I
The
mean.
poison.
Yeah, you've mixed up
Right,
the,
Cusco's poison.
the tar
Poison
and the
confused.
rat poison, and you've now made it invisible. How long does your spell token spell last?
Token spell.
It's like 10 minutes a level or something.
Okay, all
Yeah.
right. So you can probably cast that now as well.
That make it taste like nothing.
Yeah,
Okay.
nothing's probably safest.
Taste like nothing. Smell like nothing, etc.
Sounds good to me.
Doesn't exist for all intents and purposes.
All right. And as you
Stand
guys
on the
are
table.
setting up, could I have you guys make a quick perception check, all y'all?
I don't know.
Duration 1 hour.
Not 20. Da, 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 da.
25.
Just a 20.
Mhm.
Da, 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 da,
14.
Da 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 da
da,
da.
da.
All right, I think all y'all. Yeah, I do.
Get my roll.
Everyone but Seeker and Rye. Hear the feel first. You feel a series of vibrations, little small vibrations, and then you hear a slight sound of like almost like a Mack truck kind of. It's called jaking, where they kind of let off some of their like energy steam, whatever the hell you call it.
I can,
Right, that's the one. That's the sound.
Truckers.
And yeah, I'll leave you with that. That's what you hear and slightly feel.
can I do an engineering check to see if I know exactly what this is? Or do I know exactly what this is?
Yeah, give me an engineering check. I'll see what you do.
A 40.
Wow.
Sounds like a heavily armored truck has just entered the estate and stopped.
Could I determine the direction with the 26 that I had?
Yeah, from the front of the
Okay.
building.
Just make sure it wasn't coming from like over closer to me. On the east side.
Decidedly not.
Yep.
I look at Seeker and telepathically, you're in the same room, right?
Yeah.
I telepathically say, "Hey, by chance, can you use invisibility anymore today?"
Yes, I can.
About how much energy do you have left?
Let's see. I just used it twice, so I have about, as I find where I have my
2
character sheet
spells
on the
left.
thing.
All right.
I can use 6. I've used 3, so I can do it 3 more times.
3 more times?
Before batteries, although I don't have any batteries on me right now, so 3 more times.
Listen, there's an armored vehicle outside. It might contain Rye. During the ensuing chaos, you might want invisible yourself, run out there, and see if you can get jump out the window or something. I don't know. We'll create something. Get out there in such a way that you don't get caught by all these cameras. And I just gotta like look around at all the at any magical camera things. You know what I'm talking. You know what you're saying. I'm talking about, Dustin.
You're
Are
looking
there
at
any in the room?
not in the room, but at both east and west doors, you do notice they have affixed devices.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That might be our best bet to get Rye back.
Okay, I'll do that. I don't know if it's a good idea to trust me to go get him, but I'll do it.
I will go out there with you if I can.
Sounds good.
All right, and as you guys wrap up your mental conversation, Oda Shen motions to the guard on her left to take a sample of her food. He takes a fork and he stabs the meat entree and the other meat entree because they're goddamn lizards, and takes a quick bite out of both and then sits for a moment, peacefully, serene, trying to meditate, while Oda Shen is addressed by another is interrupted again as another soldier, BSU soldier, enters the room, moves to her side, and whispers into her ear. Zero, from your vantage point, as you're kind of geared up in front of the table, you can hear very clearly. They say, "Raesh Oren has arrived. Would you like him in the presentation room?" And Oda Shen's response is, "No, let's feast with our new guest." And she waves the soldier away. She kind of looks around. She doesn't yet eat. She looks over at her soldier on the left, her bodyguard, who looks at her and gives a astute nod, motioning that the food is in fact safe. And it is at that moment that 4 heavily armored BSU guards frog march in Raesh Oren. You recognize Raesh Oren's coat, pants, his flare. However, he is wearing a caged helmet, manacles across his wrists, and I don't know if they're still called manacles if they're around your feet, but they are.
Manacles.
Frog marched in. I put his token off to the side. Let me pull that.
Take this thing off me. You're covering up art.
Telepathically to Miller. Found him!
There's also a collar which has some glowing lines etched into it attached
that's
around
not good.
his neck. And he is kneeled down next to the table. The BSU guard that was in there and guarding the room moves over. and the 4 BSU guards that Frog marched him in leave the room but take positions just outside. Or, somewhat similar to just outside, because that's actually a really tight space.
That's right. I knew you'd run away. Scared.
The voice is muffled, and Odashen does motion to the guard that was in the room to just his emotions at him, and they reach over and they fiddle with the helmet, and a panel opens up, revealing Raesh Oren's face, antenna and all. Raesh Oren, you have a bit of a bloody nose. You look a bit messed up. It doesn't appear that they took you peacefully. Your jacket, in fact, is ripped at the arm, and your pants are torn at both knees, and there's a bit of blood about your neck where they put on the collar.
Quick question.
Yes, shoot.
How's his hair?
I actually can't tell very well due to the helmet still being a cage helmet. It is just a faceplate has opened up.
I shout out, "You screwed up my hair."
From where I'm at, can I see what kind of defense, I'm looking to see if they can push a button and kill him. Does he have anything on there that looks like that?
I mean, the collar's of concern. It's
The
got
only
lights on
thing
it.
that you wouldn't be familiar with as being relatively basic containment tools is the collar. It seems to have some sort of magic etched into it, best you can tell. Again, I'm not making you do bullshit rolls because you got a 40 off of a... Yeah. So yeah, manacles seem to be relatively mundane. I mean, they're not like iron. They are technological metal material, and they unlock with a special key and everything, but they're not anything special. The helmet is a little weird. You're not really sure what that's about. That might be a Veskarium thing, or they might be doing something special with that. Same thing with the necklace. You can't really tell if that's Veskarium or not. The magic does appear to be carved into some sort of runes, probably better identified by Seeker.
Can I identify it from here?
Well, I guess you probably could try.
I could, huh?
Roll...
Mysticism.
It's not really perception, so let's go straight mysticism, yeah.
Okay. Plus 14, that's nice. 27.
It appears that the runes, as far as you can tell, without getting any closer, so you can see maybe a swath of the runes, not what goes all the way around. From what you see, it seems their primary purpose is magical dampening.
Okay. So he needs to breathe then. Because of his iron stones.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't have his customary Aeon stones. They are not orbiting around his head at this time.
All right.
Yeah, and again, seems to be incommunicado magic-wise.
Telepathically, I checked out the collar on him. It's nothing big, just dampens magic. I would imagine it suppresses any magical items or anything that he has on him, or if he tries to use magic, etc.
All right. Well, as soon as we do token spell, ghost sound, do exactly what you did for me. Make him invisible, and
it might not work on him if he has that on.
You're right, but
exactly why I tried to say it.
Odashen stands up and motions to her new guest, again, the aforementioned Raesh Oren of Rice Oven LLC, and she stands big chest as possible, hands on hip, an empowering pose, and says, "All in this room, members of Triaxis elite or notables in society. I know you are but a small group for now, and I will soon showcase this to the world. But hear me, this is what happens when you cross the Veskarium, and more so, when you cross Odashen." She looks with a dirty glance over at the room of Triaxis Riforians, the nobles that had been talking smack, basically, about Odashen all night. Subtly, she shoots a dirty glare to them, her reptilian face scaled, eyes turning into slits. She turns back to address the rest of the group. Raesh Oren, and she quickly motions to the soldier to shut his face mask again to stop the flow of words she expects to come. Raesh Oren was leader of the cult you know as the Pact Breakers.
Still am. Not a cult. That's not our name.
I have had entanglements with their kind before. I'm ashamed and hurt to say one of their number took the life of my own son, my only son.
Yeah, but he was a dick.
She reaches out a hand for something that the soldier hands to her. It seems to be some sort of device. She pushes a button, and a jolt of electricity travels through the collar into the rest of your body, Raesh Oren.
Telepathically, never mind, that can hurt.
That's the technological aspect. Has nothing to do with the magic.
Okay.
She says,
Right back at Seeker and Zero, I telepathically say, keep an eye out on that device. Grab it in the chaos.
she keeps it in her
Assuming
hand.
I can,
Shoot.
I'll take it.
You'll try to
Yep.
take it. You do have that creepy sleight of hand. I'm going to allow that. Well,
Oh,
when
am I
it happens.
taking damage on that?
No. This is as of right now. It's down to setting annoy.
It's cinematic.
She wants you to be
damage.
as fit as possible for what's to come.
And let's see what happens when Zero accidentally grabs it.
When my son was murdered, I took it upon myself to find his murderer, and I had them put down like the filthy rodent they were. Went by the name of Miller. He was the first to fall to the might of the Vescarium, the unity of the Triumvirate, and my own force of will.
Oh, if that's your track record, then I am fine.
He ticks that up a little bit and pushes the button again. And go ahead and I'll roll you a 1d2. Let's just flip a coin.
Roll that coin.
2 points of damage to Raesh Oren from the electricity coursing through your body.
Dick.
Now I've gotten the leader of their little group, and it's only a brief matter of time until they fall like small toy soldiers shattering on the ground. You all can witness this tonight as I finish my presentation. It'll end with me personally taking the life of Raesh Oren.
Nobody likes PowerPoints.
Keep talking. I don't mind watching
Sure.
you writhe a bit before.
Does this come with a timeshare?
She looks at it quizzically. She looks at like her soldiers, like her bodyguards next to her. They both shrug, and then she looks over at one of the BSU soldier next to you, and he shakes his head briefly, so she shocks you for 2 points of damage.
Okay.
She sits down, takes a large forkful of her food, and give me some rolls here, Zero, because I assume you're about to dose it, right?
Sleight of hand or
Yeah, I think sleight of hand's your best bet unless you have a better thing you want to pitch to me.
You get
no
bonuses
sleight of
for
hand.
being
Anything bonus for being invisible and all
Yeah.
that?
I'll give you like a base bonus, yeah.
While
I
this
think you can't fail.
While this is going on, can I?
32 plus whatever the bonus is.
Yeah, I'm not even going to give her a perception check on that. That's fine. What was that, Rye?
Oh, while this is going on, can I attempt struggling against those manacles?
Yeah, give me a strength check.
Strength,
Sorry, let's call that athletics.
athletics.
Yeah, athletics
Okay.
is anything you do strength-wise, I believe.
Sure. Give me 1 second.
If they're just made out of like paper mache, wow.
I rolled a 21 for no reason.
Sure. Yeah. You actually managed to pull apart against the manacles themselves, and actually the parts that are attached to your wrist begin to pull away from the metal bar that connects them, and you realize for the first time that these are just really powerful magnets. How do they work? And as you get them far enough apart that you could almost call your hands level with your shoulders and your chest, she touches another button on that knob, which shocks you. Sorry, the same button on the knob. It's a very basic machine. It's for the necklace only, and you kind of lose your muscle control. You're gonna take 2 more points of damage. God, that die does not like you. And your hands snap back. She motions again to the BSU soldier with the fork of food just about to enter her mouth, and she looks at the ground. And what he does is he grabs your wrists. I don't know if you're kneeling yet. He basically kicks you so you're
He was.
kneeling, which means that your floor manacles, you feel them magnetized to the floor, and then he pushes the manacles on your hand to the floor as well, magnetizing them. So you are now on all fours watching the banquet.
Hey, I found a penny.
She chuckles at this and does not shock you. And then she takes a big bite of the food that Zero has been dosing as this has been going on. She did not, again, with you being invisible, she really didn't have a perception check unless you really botched it and did something awkward. So she takes a huge bite of this tar rat poison covered food, which is now tasteless and smellless thanks to your boy Seeker. She swallows it without chewing because she's a goddamn disgusting lizard, I assume. I don't know if lizards are gross or not. If you have lizards, I'm sorry, people. And then she puts the fork down and she just watches the reaction of everyone else. The Triaxan nobles can't really take their eyes away from Rye. His head's still encased now that she's closed the faceplate. But the fact that he's on all fours next to her dining table projects an image of them in the future should they cross her. This is working exactly as planned. And you guys can see it. Seeker, you're right next to that
So
table.
I
You
actually want
see
to
them
take
all cringe.
time while I'm
Just-
waiting for stuff to happen. I'm gonna actually move to behind her. Like I know there's actually some space between her and the
Yeah,
wall.
we said that there was, I think, about 10 feet in between the table and her. So I'm saying you can stand directly behind her, no problem. Even though it's awkward on the map, don't worry about it. You
And the moment there's some type of reaction from her, I want to take the remote.
Okay.
By the way, I can do this all day. I do yoga. This is nothing.
She actually laughs again, and she just keeps eating. She takes another bite. And let me see. Is there any other reactions in the room? Pretty much everyone else ignores you. The Skittermander, not that any of you guys are close to them, they look a little uncomfortable. They'd like to help everyone in the room, and it looks like Rye needs some help, but they contain themselves. Everyone else mostly looks away. It's the Triaxan nobles that have that lingering gaze that Seeker notices. And it's probably a little longer. It's like a hair-raising 60 seconds pass for you guys. Is there anything my party's doing in the 60 seconds before the next bit occurs?
Part of me wanted to write a note and put it in front of her, but I'm not going to.
It's probably for the best.
I say, you can laugh at me all you want and throw on that shot collar, but I'm getting out of this. You know my guys.
She laughs harder at this, and as do both bodyguards, actually. You finally cracked them as well. They think that's the funniest shit you said all night.
The hell, guys?
So Dren is gonna start making his way
Wait.
to the
Before you
closest.
continue, hold on, Nick. Has Rye even seen any of us in here?
No, he hasn't made a
All right.
perception check yet.
All right.
He's been really focused on the group,
I'm into it. I'm
the
into
crowd, and she did
Okay.
close the faceplate. I was trying to not give
It's
him
been
the
a while
opportunity.
since I've had a live audience.
Right now he's focused on the
Um,
it.
floor.
Continue, Nick.
All right.
So Dren's gonna make his way to the closest table, as like the end of like the 60 seconds, and he's going to start just trying to blend in as like a wait staff a bit more over in this area while still kind of keeping close to the door.
Were you the one who talked to the musician before? No, that was Zero, right?
Yeah.
The musician? Yeah, that was me.
All right. The already super drunk. I forget what race we said he was. I don't think I have it written down. I'm just gonna say he's a humanoid. That's fine. He looks up at you and he says, "Oh, gods, they let you serve food when you look like that? He's so slimy." Oh, no, it's got. Oh shit! I told myself I wasn't gonna throw up this time. Oh. He manages to fight it down barely as he looks at your disgusting, glistening skin.
I think we found Dustin. We found Dustin.
At that point, Oda Shen's hand launches faster than you guys think it would possible to her throat, and her eyes begin to bulge a little bit. She has felt the first tinge of the tar and the rat poison, and she looks wildly at the guard to her left, who supposedly just sampled her food.
You
She
hear
pulls
from-
back, and I want Zero to please roll me a
Another sleight of hand.
sleight of hand. She's tucked it onto her belt while she's eating.
as this is going on, you hear singing coming from the helmet. Mine eyes have seen the glory of Abaddon, my lord. He's dispatching my friends to kill this old ugly whore.
Ouch.
Oof.
She's too busy to shock you for that shit. She does, however, catch Zero's wrist between clawed fingers as it goes to grab.
Oh,
Not exactly sure what brought her. Maybe it was a slight motion from the invisibility. Maybe it was you just being closer. Maybe it was an accident. But your hand connected with her hand at the right moment, and she clasped down tight, her claws digging into your android flesh. She does still deliver a solid left hook to the Vesk to her left, like a nice solid uppercut to it, knocking it from its chair as she slowly falls to the floor, gripping your hand in a death grip.
Detach that hand. Detach that hand.
Roll initiative, everyone. Ra, you can go ahead and roll initiative just so we can have funny quips from you at certain times.
I'm running out.
Notice I rolled that one in roll 22. She got a 28 to just beat out 0.27.
I got an 18. That 27 was my
Oh, she crushed your roll. Oh, okay. I thought I rolled that just to keep it honest because I was going to roll a d20 and I was like, oh, they're not going to believe if I beat you on that. Oh, Seeker, you're not going ever. Cool.
I got 22.
15 for me.
19 for me.
So Rye's going first. Awesome. Then we have Miller followed by Zero.
sounds right.
Followed by Dren and Seeker.
Yep.
I'm gonna roll to see what her initiative is. She rolled a 4. What was she? I don't think her initiative value even beats Seeker, so she goes after Seeker. And I'm gonna say no one acts until she acts.
Oh,
so
was
that's
that
a round?
Oh, that 28 was to beat. Okay, I thought that 28 was initiative, not the 28 for the sensing.
Yeah, she still beat you by 1.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. She rolled 28 on the sensing you, and I'm just saying she grabbed you off the top. I mean, I could have probably fudged that, but this is more dramatic, so I'm going with it.
Before we get going, health-wise, last time I was playing, I had taken
You would have been
some
full health by now.
You would have been full health, correct?
Well, I came in battered and
It was a couple weeks skip.
Yeah, well, he's talking about like he did get mussed up on the way. Let me roll. I'm going to say you took a d12 of damage.
D12
just
plus
in
the
getting,
6 I just took. Okay.
Grabbed. So slash roll 1d12. You took 10 points of damage before ever getting here, so you're up to, I believe, 16 points of damage.
I'm literally exactly where I was last. I had no
That works. All right, Rye, you're actually at the top of the order. You really don't know what's going on because you're stuck in the.
I got this. I got this.
Okay.
In dog pose, I hear the clamor, and I just kind of start looking up. What's happening? What's that? Come on, guys! I can't see. Is this where I say I told you so?
All right. Rye has given.
I'll start to try to like struggle my wrists towards the. Am I on a stage?
Nope, you are literally just next to a table at the head of the room.
Then I'm just gonna try to slide the magnets forward so I can kind of army crawl into the fray.
You know what? I'll allow it. Give me a strength check and beat a 15.
Athletics?
Yeah, sorry. Athletics. Yes, thank you.
I should be able to beat that. Oop. Minus 100 from this roll.
What?
Okay. Where's the roll?
I rolled a 20.
Wow, he made it.
Once you adjust for inflation.
You actually do start to slide, and I'm going to say I'll roll a perception just for the sake of if he rolls a 20, he'll get you. Roll a 10. He's too busy. The BSU guard that's basically your monitor right now is too busy looking at Odishen, knocking out one of her own guards, and falling to the ground, holding one hand up for some strange reason, because you are still invisible. I don't know that being grabbed breaks invisibility. Seeker, can you back me up on that?
I don't think it does.
I think it does unless you
only if you make a actual attack.
Yeah.
Then I'm cool with it. I'm gonna say
I don't have control over my token.
I'll look it up just in case.
Yeah, you're right. I just bumped you in. Let me give you. Let's do.
So what? Like half speed?
Yeah, half speed's fine.
Okay, but I can't really see.
Correct.
So I'm gonna move.
Forward.
Yeah, it says actions directed. Don't break the spell.
I'm gonna crawl forward until my head hits a chair,
Yep.
At which point in time, my entire body turns this
Speed.
way and starts just going this way. And that would be my half speed.
Okay. All right. So you're basically crawling.
Yeah.
In the middle of the room as the
You can
commotion
hear
is
it.
happening around.
It's that sound that you make when you drag like one of those old assembly hall chairs across the floor. Just that.
Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah, it's
It's
awful.
not good. Because that is like a nice tiled floor that you're
Yeah.
basically scratching up as you go. Miller, you're actually next in initiative.
Yes. So after I got caught by Oda Shen earlier, I dropped my disguise. So I am, for all intents and purposes, a Yusoki with a parasite sticking out of his head.
Yep.
And all I've been doing this entire time was staring at Oda Shen the entire time. That's all I'm doing.
Oh, and that's all you're going to continue
That's
to do?
all I'm continue doing.
All right. Are you prepping an action, or are you just watching her die because she's the one who did that to your head?
Weapons. I'm useless without a weapon. Right now, I can't really do much. So
Okay.
I'm gonna take this in.
All right, but you're spending an action to do so on principle.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And my move action.
All right. Zero, you are officially up. You are currently grappled-ish. She's not getting her full benefit to this grapple because she only has you with one claw. It is a death grip, though.
All right. What would it be to escape something like that, considering she's lying on the ground prone?
I'd say you can do one of two things. You can try whatever the combat maneuvers are in Starfinder, or you can try a straight athletics check to try and rip yourself free, or you could legitimately cut her hand off.
I'd probably just do athletics.
Okay.
And also, since she grabbed my hand, does that mean I also have the thing? Like I actually grabbed the device, but then she grabbed my hand because of it?
I'm comfortable with that. Yes, you have the device currently grasped in your hand.
Did it turn invisible or is it floating?
Floating. I don't believe that's how it works. I don't know if that's how it works. I'm going to say floating because it wasn't on you when the spell was cast.
Out of character, not in character. I say this out of character. Don't hit the fucking button.
I used our one F-bomb. Damn it, Pat.
Well, dropping F-bombs all night. I don't know about you.
I wanted to know in advance if it's invisible or if it's floating.
It's floating.
Because now I need to find a way to hide it.
Yeah, you'll figure it out.
Drop to the floor. Crouch.
It does say any gear it's carrying vanishes as well, but I would imagine that if you grab something after the spell is cast, it's not going to.
That's how I'm reading it too.
I'd allow you to shove it under your shirt and have that work for the time being, but you need to get it there.
Just make sure to shove it way up there.
We'll just hide it like inside my jacket. Like
yeah, but you got to get it out of her death grip hand right now.
Yeah,
like your hand out of her death grip hand.
So I guess I'll do an athletics check.
You can always use your jail pocket.
Give me a roll. You know, I'm going to make this an opposed roll. I'll say with her last strength, she tries to hold on to you. She has a. You know what the hell's her athletics? Plus 14. That's not so bad. I rolled a 15, so you got to beat a math. I think 29.
If she rolled a 15 and she has a plus 14, that means she rolled a nat 1.
No. I rolled 15 on the die.
Dice.
Oh, okay.
And so I believe it's 29. But like math's not my strong suit, so like feel free to.
It's 29, yes.
Nice.
All right, actually.
Isn't this basically a grapple?
Yeah, but she only has one hand on him. It's not like a full.
Beat me.
Oof. All right. She keeps you.
I mean,
that was
20.
What?
My roll is still like I have the same bonus.
Oh, Michael, you froze just like you promised you would.
No. How do we fix?
He said it just fixes itself in a second. But did it mess up our cameras, J-Man?
Not yet.
Because his camera's still registered.
All right, so
Chris is almost frozen.
Yeah, I'm back.
Hey.
All right, so I'm going to say for your move action, your first action of 2 actions this round, you managed to fail that. Your now option would be you can still cut the arm off. You did procure a knife from the kitchen, just a reminder.
No, I know I did.
Cut your own arm off.
But,
Well, the thing is, if he attacks, he instantly becomes visible. So
Oh, that's a good point. I wasn't even thinking about that.
I thought you were baiting him into it.
Yeah.
I was not trying to
same.
bait you into
yeah,
it.
I thought you were as well.
Nick's right. I was just making a mistake. You can use another action and try to like plant your feet on her. I'll give you a bonus 5 to your strength check, and you can just really pull at it if you want.
I'm not sure how I want to do this.
I'm not sure how you want to do this either.
I like a cha-cha.
Dren, you are on deck for what's happening next, so just be mindful.
Yes, sir.
What are the people next to me doing?
Well, one of them is sprawled on the floor, and I'm going to say Oda Shen's a real beast. She probably stunned him. He's out of the combat for now. He's like got birds.
Weapons or anything like that?
Pterodactyls flying around his head. Sorry, what was that?
Did he go for his weapon at all?
That one didn't. The one on the right absolutely pulled out a rifle and is currently he's pointing it at the guard that's down on the ground. He's not really sure what's going on. And again, this is going in a little bit slow-mo. I'm trying to give you like the 6 seconds of this round that you have. So not a ton is happening, but he's definitely getting ready for it.
I guess I'm gonna try to rip my hand out and move away.
All right, plant your feet.
Away.
Give me another roll. I'll make her have to roll again as well. Hold on. Let me roll mine first so you have a target. I rolled a 13 plus, I think I said 14.
14, so 27.
Yeah, 27. It got a little bit lower. Her grip is slowly weakening.
21.
I gave you a plus 5, so that's 26.
No, it's 21. That was plus. I rolled
you did that quicker than I did. Okay. Yeah, man, you're still gripped there. I'm just gonna let this roll. This is the nice drama. You're struggling invisible. No one has any idea what's happening to you. They can't.
They just see you going like this.
They just see her hand shaking, like, what the hell's going on?
Oh no, she's dying and raising a fist at the sky.
The one truck driver in the audience is like, yeah.
Dren, what are you doing? The people in the banquet hall are starting to show signs of panic. They weren't sure what's going on, but from their vantage point, Oda Shen just disappeared below the table and has not risen up again. And one of the other guards just pulled their weapon. So they're in the first bouts of panic now that a weapon's been drawn. What are you doing, Dren?
Okay.
I will say you probably see that Rye has crawled into the front of the room. I don't see why you guys wouldn't have had eyes on Rye as well.
Yep.
So, also out of curiosity, can you describe the remote I took?
It's as it's in your hand. It is a little. It's like a kind of a foolish looking remote. It is a square box. It has a knob and a button. It seems to be only for setting off the electrical charge.
All right. Dren's gonna kind of sort of maybe set up a play. Dren.
You're not going under the drapery, are you?
No.
Okay.
No.
Rye is the one who does the plays.
Seeker helps.
He does.
Season
All right.
1 jokes. Oh yeah.
Dren is going to walk up to the main table. And Zero doesn't have like any sort of telekinetic.
Nope.
Okay. But he's gonna get close enough, like not right up on them to be like, "What are you doing here?" But close enough to kind of be like, "Hey, what's going on? Is everything okay over here?" People are getting a little worried.
The tone should probably be a little bit more panicky, more of a is everything all right? I would allow,
Yeah.
but not so much of the can I get you guys a beverage? Kind of.
Well, yeah, that.
She's starting to foam at the mouth, and there's black ichor starting to leak.
I couldn't see that part. She was lying on the damn floor.
As you're coming up, she's laying back up, shaking her fist and convulsing. So it's not going great for her. All right, so you're angling yourself to be in range, right?
Right. Especially because we haven't seen or heard from Zero at all. So it also puts me in the spot to, if he needs some form of an exit, I'm near.
Roll me a quick perception. I only need you to beat a 10. So if your bonus is more than that, that's fine. Roll
Brawl.
perception, piece of spoop. Wait, did you roll?
Yeah, Brawl has come to
What's your bonus?
say hello. Not enough.
You got
I'll
zero
tell you that.
intel then. You do not know
I got
the
an 8
remote is-
total.
Okay, you do not notice that the remote is still at Oda Shen's waist. You have
What kills
no
me
idea.
the most? Nick, aren't Solarians wisdom based? No, the charisma. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was almost upset, Nick.
Seeker, you're up. You're the last one before Oda gets a turn.
Seeker quickly looks at Miller, telepathically. Should I do the gunshot now?
Yes. Sorry, I'm in the zone.
It's either that or I go invisible so I can grab Rye and make him
Gunshots.
invisible.
Gunshots.
Okay, everybody else good with this?
I'm
Anybody
gonna
else
say
listening?
you're probably not going to get a reaction. Everyone's
Okay.
either pretty heavily engaged.
With that, I make gunshots. Very loud gunshots come from whatever the table is that Miller told me to do, which I think
No,
was
that's fine. And it was
it's
Dren that told you, right?
This one.
Oh no, 0? I think it
It
was
was
0
zero.
told you.
0.
whoever it was.
What's the save?
I immediately shout out, "Everyone on the ground!" Like me.
Your voice is a little bit muffled, so it's not heard by anyone but the Triaxan nobles who will actually comply. However, what's the skill check I need to break through or see through the gunfire?
There isn't one. It doesn't.
Yes, there is.
Is there?
Totes is.
Make noises that sound like machines. Blah blah blah. Can't make
It's,
specific ones.
for sound.
It doesn't
Oh,
say.
is this token spell again?
No, it's
No,
ghost
it's ghost sound.
Okay.
Saving throw. Will for disbelief.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
And what's my target number?
I was looking in the actual description. That was my problem.
Um,
So it will be
I imagine like a 16 or 17.
So mine says DC 15, so I'm guessing it's yeah. So it must be the. I don't know where they're getting.
It's gonna be whatever my normal one is, which is.
I don't know what your normal one is, so please.
10 plus the spell's level plus caster level, so it'd be
It must be
18.
8? 18?
18.
18.
Okay, cool. I'm going to roll for all of the 4 tables. I'm going to just use it as if this is the whole banquet hall, and I'm giving them a modifier of plus however many people they have there as their collective will. So for the first table, which is the musician's table, I'm going to roll with a +3. I rolled a 14, 15, 16, 17. Does that beat it?
Nope.
They panic in a shit. They think there's gunfire happening at their table. For the Triaxan nobles, it's another +3. I rolled an 11. They get on the ground per Rye's instructions because they're the only ones I could hear, and they've got hands over the head. Oh, I added +3. It should have been +2. Either way, they didn't get it. +5 from the table below the musician. I rolled an 11. That gets me 16. Nope, they're beginning to panic as well. They move as far away from the table that's making the noise as they can. Lastly, we've got the druggy robot and the really shy half-elf, which Miller's also sitting at. I'm going to count Miller in for their will. Why the hell not? +3. I rolled a nat 20, so they are like, what the druggy robot is like. Oh shit! I am freaking out again.
Friggin' perfect.
Sits in his chair, grips the arms, just like, I am not moving. Please don't let me melt in the chair. Please don't let me melt in the chair. Please don't let me melt in the chair. The shy half elf is seeing people rush at him, kind of cowers. He's like, oh my god, they're coming closer. Oh my god, people, and just kind of ducks. So they make no motion. Everyone else is just in
Miller is still
disarray.
fist in front of him, just staring at where Odishen was.
Oh, I got to roll for Oda Shen's table. I'm going to give her +4. I'm going to count the BSU guard as them. I'm sorry, they're actually more important. 16 plus 4. Yeah, they got it. So they are also, they have their own thing going on, so they're not engaged, but they don't understand exactly what this new chaos is because it sounds to them like obviously whatever's going on is fabricated. All right, Seeker, you've done some work there. The whole room is in disarray. And I'll say this guy's also, he just left.
Seeker also plays the part of being surprised by this as well and ducks down a bit. Doesn't get on the floor, so he's not like prone, but is kind of making his way towards the middle of the room, towards Rye, so he can kind of get close to him.
Yeah, I'll say you can get right up next to him because I didn't give you a move action, did I?
I'm going to be like near that table where I am right now. Yeah, he didn't give me a move action, so that's...
Yeah, go ahead and take your move action. You can get up to him. I'm not going to say you can pull him or yet not because he'll probably resist you not knowing what the hell's going on, but you can get next to him and maybe start the conversation of, what's going on. So, try to start the conversation with Ra. You see at the base of the chin of the helmet, there is a knob that allows you to kind of just flip a switch that turns like the faceplate on or off.
Actually, telepathically, right, it's me, Seeker. Hi, how you doing?
He can't hear you.
I, oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, I click open the thing.
Yeah,
and
you
I
get no
notice he can't
response
hear
for a
him.
moment. You click open the
Yep.
thing, and then, yeah, you have at you.
It's so good to see you, Rye.
I'm still in a downward dog here.
Yeah.
I'm assuming. I just can't. My head immediately shoots up and I hit the back of the metal mask. Ah, shit. Who's that?
It's Siki Baby, of course.
I knew that. Get me out of this.
We're trying.
Try harder.
If I only had magic that let me actually like get rid of electrical things like an actual technomancer, that would be great, wouldn't it?
Oof. Dig it, Paizo.
That's
Shots
a dig at
fired.
Paizo. That is 100%. Yeah.
As my coach once told me, do better.
All right. It is now Oda Shen's turn. Oda Shen still fist convulsing. Oh, I slurred that one. That's cool. Fist convulsing, starting to seize up. She bellows as loud as she can, which is significantly loud. Kill Raesh Oren.
It's Raesh.
And she passes away, holding still on to 0. Her grip does loosen. She will not be getting any more opposed rolls, so you should have an easier time breaking free. The guard on the floor is still dazed and sprawled out. The other guard, though, the one that was pulled his wet rifle, quickly hits a couple buttons on his wrist computer, which, for all of you that were near your wrist communicator, you hear like a pop as they come back online. And he yells,
I shout out, did we do it?
Kill Raesh Oren. All order. Oda Shen is down. Kill Raesh Oren.
Raesh.
And at that point, 4 more guards barge into the room, throwing one of the civilians to the side so they land onto a table, and they bum rush the room. They will not get an action to attack. However, we are now officially in combat. This didn't go quite as smoothly as you had hoped. Hey, Rye, it's your turn.
I attack.
That's going to be awkward. You could probably bite someone's ankle if you moved up, but they are wearing all BSU heavy armor, so I would rather you probably not do that thing.
Is there anything in headbutting distance?
There is a patron that looks a little bit like Fatrick running by. You could possibly headbutt them as you're going. You could also, now that you can see, you could potentially pivot and crawl under the table there. There are tablecloths that go all the way to the floor, as Nick made sure to point out last episode.
I'm gonna bravely run away. I will make a strength check again.
Yeah, go ahead and make a strength check. I'm going to say, since you're in motion, it's going to be lowered to a 10.
Yeah, I got a 26.
Cool,
So
no problem.
I will crawl under this table, under this ugly rat fellow.
Ugly rat fellow?
Under Miller.
Oh, Miller's at the table below you.
Yeah.
What?
What are you saying?
Reload your
Miller's
screen.
right here.
Yeah, reload your screen. You probably
Oh, okay.
assets are probably all messed up.
Yeah.
There's a
they
lot
are.
going on. Roll20 does struggle with that sometimes.
All right, I'm reloading, but I'm underneath the table.
I'm going to move you to the table that makes a little bit more sense then, only
Sure.
because you moved towards the armored soldiers. I'm going to move you away, and there's also a door you could have seen over here as well. So
Okay.
you are
My game's reloading. I've got about 9 seconds left on the timer.
That's cool. You are under a slightly different table. You're making your way to the most obvious door that isn't just being rushed in by 4 armored soldiers.
That makes sense to me.
All right, and Rye, I'm gonna say you can take a full move if you want because you're not doing anything else, right? Like you're good, so you can do a full move as your full action.
I gotta find my token now.
You are here,
Found it. All right, where's that door?
right here.
All right. Full move, you said? Or
Well, you just moved
half
30 feet. You got
twice?
another 30 feet available to you as your second action.
Okay. 5, 10, 15,
I'll
20.
allow you to get up to the door, and I'll adjust you to the actual door.
Thank you.
You got it. All right, so you crawl, you go under a table to kind of duck. You're like pushing this thing around. You pull the tablecloth with you, and you're at the door now. All right, Miller, you're up.
So I take it, is the room in like utter chaos yet? Are
It is
people
now, yes, very much so.
all erupting everywhere? There's
Yep.
bodies. Oh, yeah. Then I'll just take this time to casually jump over everybody, sneak in and out, run under the table because I'm a GD rat and I
Yep.
can.
You can do that?
Oh yeah. Make my way up to Raesh, just gotta tap him on the shoulder, be like, oh, hey Captain, and open up the door and get to here, and I get and kind of pull Raesh with me.
Make a strength check.
No, you don't want that.
No, I really do.
Oh, actually, that's not too good.
Yeah, you've got him. You actually managed to. I'm not saying he moves any further, but what you do is you pull his arms off of the floor, so he now can walk on his knees.
Well, is the ground outside magnetized?
No, as soon as he gets out of that threshold, he should be fine.
Nice.
But he doesn't need to make a strength check next round to really do it. I'm going to say he can pull himself through the door. It's fine. Miller, that was a movement and grabbing him. I'm going to say that's your turn. So we're up to 0. You are up. You have the still death grip, but again, slightly growing weaker as you try to pull away the control device.
All right. So I'm going to attempt to do that. And while I'm there, does she have her gun?
Yeah, she certainly would.
I'm going to take her gun too, just so I have another weapon to give to somebody.
All right. I will say I'm going to roll another perception check. I'm going to actually use their actual perception. The soldier that is closest.
Would I pose sleight of hand?
I'm going to go with that's not going to work for you only because you're moving a large weapon and it's.
Oh, it is a large weapon. It's not a handgun.
No, she has a. Oh, wait, what did she use to fire at?
I thought it was a handgun. That's why I was going to take it.
I thought she had a rifle. Let me take a look. I have her character sheet. Hold on.
If it's not a handgun, I wouldn't grab it.
You should grab it.
What the hell is her range? It's a scatter. It's a shotgun. So no, it's a little bit bigger than a handgun.
You just see a shotgun float and go.
In that case, I wouldn't do that. I would just pull away then.
All right, give me your athletics check, please.
23.
Yeah, you break free this time. No real problem. Her death grip weakens. Her hand goes slack, and it finally falls to the floor. Oda Shen has been deceased. You have killed 1/3 of the triumvirate.
Hell yeah.
Now
we gotta get the ever living hell out of here.
With your second action, since I'm considering that your actual action, your move action, where are you going?
So the wall that I'm close to, since it did have windows and stuff like that, is there anything for me to hide behind?
Like a drapery
drapes?
or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll allow that. Sure, I'm sure it would. Some fancy dining hall would have some sort of drapery. Yeah, if you want to duck in somewhere.
Yeah.
You could go under the
I'm just
table.
gonna move 5 feet back for now, or wherever there would be a window. Is that like maybe call this or something?
I
that's
said it was
another
10 feet.
room.
We'll use that for now. We're gonna just say you guys aren't really using the banquet hall or the
Yeah.
outside way. I'll say right here is where the window is, but just for the sake of visually appealing, you're right here and you kind of roll into a drapery. You're still in the banquet hall, but yes.
Is this probably a window too? But anyways, I want to look at the device and see if there's a way to release stuff. Release anything.
You can turn the shock off basically, but it looks like that's all that it was doing. If you guys had gotten closer and inspected the necklace or the necklace, the whatever you would call it, necklace that's actually
The choker, whatever it is.
Collar. Sure, let's go with collar. That's what I wanted. The collar is a similar lock mechanism as the manacles. It requires a special key, which Oda Shen does not have. The only person that would have had it would have been one of those 4 guards that frog marched him in. They're not expecting him to leave the manacles ever for the rest of his life. So I would say without doing some sort of lock picking, that's stuck on there. It's not a remote device setup. But
Right.
you can basically deactivate it so he cannot be shocked anymore, which I'm going to say, spoiler alert, is important.
All right, I'll do that, or at the very least, I'm gonna put it down to the lowest possible setting.
Sure.
It's off. It's
You know,
off.
give me a, let's just call it a dexterity roll. I want you to hit, if you can hit above a 15, you didn't accidentally shock him when you were struggling.
All right.
Is it possible for a 0 to fail that?
No.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you managed to not shock
Yeah,
him.
my dex is what, a 6?
Yeah, all right.
If it's just a straight dex check.
I was just looking for straight. I probably should have been something more, but it's fine.
That's
You
fine. I'm
don't-
okay with accidentally shocking him if it happened.
Nah, you
Everybody's
didn't
safe.
accidentally shock him. Do you intentionally shock him?
No, not in this current predicament.
So you don't destroy the thing. You just turn it like setting to like as low as it can.
It's off,
Okay, it's off. All
but
right.
I don't destroy the device or anything. I pocket it. I
All
might
right.
need it later.
No.
Zero, you have successfully
Not
retrieved
for
the
that
device.
particular reason, though.
For what
You
reason?
sure?
What if
We
you
don't
get
know if we might need it
grappled?
for some reason.
Yeah, what if you get grappled?
Oh, I've
Yeah,
never
I
been
can
in
shock
Zero's
you
quarters,
along
but now definitely won't be.
Dren.
So Dren, as he sees this arm kind of like just collapse to the floor from Oda Shen.
Yep.
As far as he's concerned, target is down, and still haven't really heard or seen anything from Zero unless I should get like a free perception.
Roll
to
me another
double check
perception
again.
check to see if you actually notice the floating device.
I got a 20. So
Okay, yeah. You do see the floating device float away into a curtain in the back wall.
okay. At that, I haven't reacted since the gunfire just happened, so I'm gonna do like the kind of double take to both sides of the room, and then I'm going to act panicked and rush for the nearest outside door, not the
Which
one that
is-
leads into
yeah.
the adjacent room, but the westward door.
Yep, you're going for it.
And as I'm going through here, I intend to kind of just like give Rye like a kind of a body check past the threshold to like push him out, as I see he's still kind of like magnetized to the floor.
Cool. Make a strength check.
That is 12.
I said it was a 10 for him. He's on his knees. I'm saying you can push him over so he basically falls out and the magnets do finally detach. However, as he pushes through the threshold, because Zero, sorry, y'all look alike, did not destroy the device, the security device on the door triggers in conjunction with the still active electric shock feature on his necklace. Again, device wasn't disabled, just turned off. He suffers a severe shock at maximum level, attempting to keep him within the security barrier. I'm going to say that that's going to be another D12. Fuck me. He
Alright.
takes an awful 2 points of damage as he does sprawl onto the ground. I'm going to say kind of next to where Miller is.
Because I'm surprised.
What was that?
But I do scream in immense pain because I'm surprised.
So was
Could I hear
there
that?
something different?
Ah.
Was there something different on the device
Fucking
for
idiot.
disabling it than
No,
shutting it
I
off?
said you could have personally, with your technological background, disabled it as well, which would have shocked have been a non-issue. You kept it for your personal pleasure, and he paid the price of 2 hit points. He's fine. That being said, you are rendered unconscious, Rye. The shock is too much for your system to take all at once, and you fall to the ground. You will need to be carried for the duration. I'll give you a check every round to see if you resume consciousness.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna end my movement right on the outside of this door here.
Perfect. Did you have any weapons on you?
Me, no.
Miller, did you have
Other
any
than
weapons
my
on you?
Solarian weapon.
I
No,
do
you're fine.
not have a weapon on me, no.
Okay.
I thought you had 2 pistols.
I only had the one.
Yeah, he only had the one he gave to you.
It was a hidden compartment. It could only fit one.
No.
Yeah, I think Zero, you're the only one with a weapon. All right, Seeker, you are up.
Alright, Seeker sees everybody going for that door, and he teleports straight through the window all the way over to where they are.
Make it so.
Teleport?
Oop, yep, I can flash teleport at will.
That's pretty
Costs
sweet.
a RP, but it works.
That's pretty cool.
Yep.
Why
I
didn't
don't
we
know where
know
I'll be.
this
I guess I'll be
before?
like here.
That would have been great to know.
I
What?
was just gonna say, oh, what did I miss? When did he get that cool thing?
What?
I was
Why-
gonna
why
say,
are we
what did I
just
miss?
learning
When did
this
you get that?
now?
I've used it once before already. I just got it when we went into.
Raise your hand if you knew he could do this. That's how much you told us.
I did this.
Yeah.
I've already done this. I did this when we were getting sniped. I teleported over to the
I vaguely
table
remember
that
it,
was
but
knocked over.
it should have came up in
Yeah, I can teleport.
Oh
I've
yes,
done it.
guys.
NBD. I can just teleport.
Remember that plan where we needed to escape very quickly?
Yep. I can only teleport myself. I can't teleport you guys.
That's fine.
Probably close to.
Fine.
What? You guys should have known this. I did this already.
Seeker, other than teleporting with a surprise mechanic, are you doing anything else?
Yeah, actually, well, Rye's unconscious now. I was gonna try to get the stuff off of him, but if it's not gonna affect him anymore because he's unconscious, probably not gonna. Let's turn to, I guess Miller's next to me. Should I shoot some boom booms in there?
So can I just explain the last 6 seconds to Miller in
Go
Miller's
for it.
perception?
Yeah, please.
Okay. So he kind of pulls Rye out and kind of stands up a little and says, "You know, Rye, we give you a lot of crap, but it really is good to have you back, Captain." Go to say something. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, I forgot. Dren comes out of nowhere, goes, "Oh, hello," and kind of bumps him. And as Rye's about to say something, gets shocked, lands on top of Miller. Miller just goes, "Oh, okay." And then Seeker pops up next to him, seemingly out of nowhere, and Mill looks and says, "When did you do that?"
I can teleport, duh. You didn't know?
And what was your question, Zero? Sorry, Seeker was alike.
Go create Boom Boom.
Ah, yes. All right. Well, actually, I can't really do much. I'm gonna hit civilians that way. So I'm actually going to play a little defensively here. I'm going to create a holographic image of Rye, still where he was, where Dren pushed him out.
All right, and what's the
I think I can
roll on that one?
actually. I think I can actually power that one up a bit too, especially now that I have things. Where is holograph?
I gotta go to the Wiz Palace. Thought I'd announce that to everyone watching.
Thank you.
Rye's gonna die.
I'm pretty sure Rye already visited the Wiz Palace as soon as he went unconscious.
He did, yes. Confirmed.
Holographic image. I can do it
Patrick
at
needs to
different
go to the
levels.
Wiz Palace now.
I don't have a remote to shock you. I have the wake up button, right? Wake up, Ryan. Wake up, Ryan.
Actually, you know what? I'd allow that. That'd probably shock him awake. Yeah, if you want to shock him again, I'll allow that.
A defibrillator.
2D setting though, or D2 setting.
Done.
I like that. That's fine. Start his heart again. It's fine. That's cool. We can still keep going though. What?
It's will. So it's will. So I'll cast the holographic image. I'm gonna cast it at 3rd level because I haven't used any of my 3rd level spells yet, and
That's cool.
And what does that
will
make the
help.
check? I've got 60, 20 ready to roll.
Yeah,
I got
what?
21.
Yeah, 60, 20. So
Yep.
it's gonna be 10 plus 3 plus my caster level, which is 8. So 21. Yes.
All right, I gotta check with their and this is you said what was this the save?
21.
Wisdom or will?
Wisdom. Will display.
Wisdom save.
Plus 6.
It does use wisdom, doesn't it?
I rolled a 12 plus 6. That's a
Okay.
no. I rolled an 18 plus 6. That's a yes.
Yep.
I rolled a nat 1. That's a no. Let's do this in order so I can do it in order for the dudes. I rolled a 12, which is another no. I rolled a 4, which is another no, and another 18. So in order, what I have here is did not see it. The green guy, your friend Seeker, is fully aware of what it is, and the guy down in the corner is aware of what it is. I'll give him a green dot now just to note that he knows what's going on with the fake image.
And so you know, because it's 3rd level, it also can include sound, smell, and thermal illusions.
Oh,
What
there's
breaks
definitely
it?
a lot of
Someone
smell.
shoots it, does it
So-
go away?
The image disappears when it's struck by an opponent unless you cause the hologram to react appropriately, which I could. Image lasts for as long as you concentrate, plus 3 additional rounds. So I'm going to have him saying, "I'm Raesh Oren. Raesh Oren. It's me, Raesh Oren.
All right.
I told you I would get out of here." It also smells like he peed himself.
Canonical. All right, I like it.
I'd say unnecessary addition, but it's fair.
Well, yeah.
Okay. All right. The in initiative order, I'm just doing them in the order that they appear on the map. The first guard that is still not unconscious. I'm going to put this guy as sleepy nighttime. He makes his way and attempts to get a line of sight on. I think he's going to get there. He actually posts up next to Odishen's body, pulls up his rifle, and he just takes a shot at the Raesh Oren hologram. And his bonus to hit, and I'm going to give them all the same bonus because I don't want to deal with it. It's a +10 to hit.
I will make it act like it got hit.
Okay. I guess I don't roll for that. So he takes a shot. It blows right through it. And could you please make it act like it was hit?
It flies back a little bit. Obviously with the hit and falls on the floor. But the manacles on it kind of stay close to the ground because that's where it was.
Yep.
That's where they were. So he doesn't move all that far.
Okay. All right. So he just takes a blow. That's going to be it. Next is the guy who knows what is real, or he's not fooled by it.
Or does he?
Sorry, shoot.
Or does he?
No, does he? He didn't like you that much. He also doesn't know that you were the one that did it. Yeah, he pulls up against the closest table, readies his they're all rolling out scatterguns. I guess Odishan just liked them. And he actually takes a shot at the correct Rai, and he says, "You idiot! That's a hologram. Aim at the other one." And he takes a shot at the correct Rai with a 17 plus whatever there to hit was. I said +10. 27 is definitely going to hit. So we're going to roll out.
Hell yeah, it does.
I'm glad you're back.
If it's a
hologram says,
scattergun,
"I
what's
am
its
the
range?
correct Rai."
It has a
range?
15-foot blast. I don't know what that means.
Oh my god.
But I don't think that means what you want it to mean. I think it actually is probably worse.
Yeah, but it should
If
still have
That's
a
an
normal
explosion.
If
Yeah.
I'm unconscious,
I don't have it. He also has an auto target. You know what? Screw it. He uses auto target rifle. I didn't even see that. That's actually better. It's +12. A little worse damage. Oh, a lot worse damage. You know what? I'm going to say the scattering because that's what I use first because I want to hurt him as much as I can. Go ahead and fact check me on the range, though. If the range is wrong, he'll have used
What's the name of the gun?
snub scattergun.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be very short because it's a snub dose.
Where's my D12? Where the hell is my D12?
I don't know.
Or a D12. What do you think, Chris?
15 feet.
15 total?
Yeah.
5, 10. Okay, he didn't. All right. So he went to the auto target rifle, which does a lot less damage. It's a D6. I should have just had him grenade. Nah, next time. Grenade. I'm sorry. The auto target rifle is 1d6 plus 8. So it is 3 plus 8. 8, 9, 10, 11 points of damage. Piercing, not that it matters.
to me?
Yes, to you.
Okay.
And I'm going to roll a d6 for each of the next guys to see if they listen to their compatriot. Basically, it's just a coin flip. I just don't have a coin on me. So the first one, low doesn't know, up high does know. Rolled a 2. He's still mystified. Next dude in order, he knows. I'm going to give him a green dot, or at least he's going to listen and he'll figure it out. Next dude in order, 3, which is technically low, does not know. So the next shot here is this dude who has no idea. He's going to rush a little bit closer. He gets past the table, and he actually is going to lob a grenade. And he at 5, 10, 15, 25, he can't mess this one up. He lobs it right onto Miller, basically, where the Miller and the different Rise kind of meet. He lobs the grenade, and it is, what is on their person? It is a... I'll roll to make sure he doesn't roll a nat 1. Hold on. He rolled a 15, so he's fine. It is a... It says +12. Is that +12 to hit? That's silly. In 15 feet, and again, I'm saying the vertices of, we'll say Miller's top right corner is where he's chucking it. 2d6 piercing with a DC of 16 to cut it in half. So I'm going to roll my 2d6. Rai, could you roll...
I don't roll anything.
I want you to roll fortitude to see if the blast wakes you up. The shot, you did take a real shot. I want to see if that spurs you to wakefulness. Roll me a fortitude.
5.
No, you're still awake. The shot was not enough to shock you awake. So you're not going to get a save for the grenade. You're taking 2d6, which is 9 points of damage. Everyone else in range, which looks to be Dren, Dren, Seeker, Miller, you get to save, and so does the one of the guys' guards. The guard does
And what's
not.
our
The
DC?
reflex.
Oh, I got nat 20. That's fine. I'm good.
So you'll take half of 9, which I think rolled up is going to be 5.
Roll
Rounded
down.
up. Is it rounded down?
Yeah, always
Everything
round down.
rounds down.
4. So you take 4 points of damage. Seeker, you make a save. Seeker,
12.
12. Not enough.
Okay.
What is the save dice? Oh, 16 was the DC. So you're going to take 9 points of damage. Dren, make a save.
For reflex,
Yes, please.
13.
13, not enough. Take 9 points of damage.
Yep.
That guy looks back. I'm not even gonna aim. Just throw grenades. And the other guy's like, yeah, that sounds fair. Yeah, I think we can do that. So the next dude in order, 5, 10.
The hologram speaks up. I'm a bit of a grenadier myself.
You son of a bitch. Yeah, all right. Actually, can I get another fortitude save from my boy Rye? Add a bonus +1.
Okay. Hold on.
Up enter.
Well, no, because I have to change the bonus.
Well, but you
just add one.
+1.
I can add in my head.
That makes sense. 15.
You do resume wakefulness. You are awoken by that explosion, the noise, the pain, the blaze. So when this next grenade lands right next to your face, you are able to make a reflex save. So go ahead and everyone roll me another reflex save. And it's for this time 5, 6, 7, 8 points of damage.
What's the DC?
16.
22. I'm good.
So you're
I
taking
am
3.
not.
Wow,
Roll
I've
a
been
20.
rolling like crap.
Oof, you're
this whole
taking
time.
3.
I'm taking 3.
Yep.
I rolled a 10, so I'm taking what? How much?
Didn't you
6?
say 8?
8?
Oh, sorry. 4. Sorry, 4 was half. My math is bad. Everyone who doesn't make the save takes 8, and everyone who does make the save takes 4.
Or 3 because Dustin's math skills.
Destin math skills. Everyone. Oh, and I should probably roll to make.
Can
that
your
sound.
kids do better at math than you?
Not yet,
Probably.
but soon.
Dren wants everybody to know that he's not looking at these explosions.
It's just repeatedly. But he's holding it like your jacket's flowing, but you're not looking. The next guard rushes up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'll say he's fine there. He chucks it. I'm going to roll to make sure he doesn't nat 1 himself. He does not drop the grenade. You guys need to make another reflex save. This is only 5 points of damage coming your way.
Hey, I made
Ooh,
that one.
Failed.
So it'll
I'm
be
doing
2d10 when he
another
makes it.
reflex.
Yay, I
Reflex,
made
yep.
it.
26.
All right. I don't know how your bonus is that. Oh, did you roll on that 20? What is the roll on that?
I have a +10 to reflex.
Wow. All right. Yeah, you take only 2 points of damage from that one.
Nice.
Nice try, but I have a 14.
Fine. All right. And this next guard, the last guard in my list. When this is.
And I can make it like a +18.
It's still, he's throwing his grenade. I'll be honest, guys. Only one other dude other than this has a grenade left. They only came with 1 grenade stock. So this is the almost last time you're feeling this or feeling this. Roll me another reflex for this is 9 points of damage again on this one.
15. You said DC was 16?
Yes, still this.
Spook. I missed about 1.
Yep, I'm taking that one.
I rolled an 11.
Yeah, that's you're gonna be taking 9 points of damage.
Wait, so you rolled a
Okay.
nat 1?
Yeah. That's what the red border means. Is bad.
You and I rolled the exact same score. 1 + 10.
What's your health right now, Rye?
I've got 3 stamina.
Okay, and how much HP do you come with?
52.
Yeah, it was gonna take a while, but I'm committed to a cause.
Can try kill grenades. I kill Rye with grenades.
All right, and we're gonna have some more people rush in because I still have some guards that are within range. Give me a second.
I
That
suggest
guy's
we
able to make
run,
it in.
guys.
I mean, I feel like that was everybody's intention.
I know. I was just saying it out loud.
And everyone else basically gets to the same area. I'm gonna say the doors are wide open. They've used double moves, so they can't get to you yet. And that was all over the radio. So they're from all over the grounds. You can start hearing commotions as the guards start closing in.
Do the NPCs move? The non-combatants?
The non-combatants, I'm going to say, all move past. Yeah, that's a good call. They're all going to basically move to the far wall, but they see the guards coming and they don't actually try to engage. A couple people escape off into the antechamber you guys used.
Good, now I can actually use AoEs.
Yeah. One guy was knocked onto a table, so he is there. There is a single person left, but he's just one person.
Which
and
person
dude's
is
just
that?
up against the door, and they're up against the door, and we'll put Fat Pat against the door. Perfect. We got this. There's already been one civilian casualty if you guys are keeping track. And any other guards I want to keep on? Jesus, I got so many guards on here. I think that's about right. Do I have anyone else I need to move? I do have some guards on the exterior, and they're going to start moving in as well. All right. We are back to the top of the order. Everyone's been taking a significant amount of grenade blasts. Basically, what was it? 5 grenades came sailing through the door and all detonated at different times. And we're back to Rye. You are standing. You are actually, I'll say you can use an action to stand, I guess. You are prone up until now.
Okay.
So you're prone. You are no longer magnetized, and you're among friends.
Alrighty.
Run.
Do I know what area is I don't know where to run because I've never been here before.
Correct. You have no idea.
All right. Well,
so
what do I
I've
see?
been able to see all this, correct?
Yeah, you definitely have.
All right.
What do I see to
On
my
the
north?
communicator, I'm going to tell everybody to run to the wall.
And as communicators were reactivated, that's totally fair. However, the only wall that would be scalable is actually the southernmost wall. East and west, the mountain that this is carved into, block off those sides.
Important question.
South.
Do I have a communicator?
No, you are stripped of all gear. You have your clothing, but you are otherwise stripped of gear. Yeah.
Okay. So I don't hear anything.
Not from that, no.
All right. Do I see a guard to the north?
Yeah, you actually do see a guard rushing from the north.
Okay. Do I see anything to the south?
No.
And do I see anything? Nothing to my west.
Correct. You see trees to the west. And a mountainous wall rising up. Not that you can really do anything about it.
I start hauling ass south.
All right. You do have to spend an action to get up from being prone. I think.
And then that's correct. And then I've got 30 feet. So 5,
there you
10,
go.
15, 20, 25, 30.
And as you round the corner, you see there is a foursome of guards rushing at you. Obviously, you wouldn't have known that, so good call not gaming that one.
So, yeah, no, I saw the map, but
I know.
Right in it. So to communicate,
I can make it to the wall in one movement.
To communicate what I see to the people behind me, non-verbally, the back of my pants fill.
Oh.
So now it's accurate.
Gross. Rye, you are making a break for it. Miller, you are up next.
Miller runs down. He sees the communicator, but ignores it because Rye's running away. Runs down, kind of grabs him by the arm, kind of pulls him over to the side because to block him off from the soldiers over there, and then turns on his force field.
And I'm assuming that's technological, not magical.
Correct.
All right. I'll allow you to shift Rye to basically your square for the time being, and I'll just put him next to you.
Okay.
Whoops.
It's fine.
I was trying to be good.
Yeah, you did fine.
Actually, I think we have an XCOM picture of our of what's going on.
I'm gonna move away from that one. In XCOM, you had a character in there.
You don't have to.
Yeah, there's pictures. It's fine. Zero, you are up next.
So I'm running outside, and anybody that's looking on actually sees a little bit of a glow coming from like the invisible circuits, I guess. Because I'm using Resolve Point to activate a cardiac accelerator, which allows me to move an additional 20 feet this round.
Okay.
so I'm able to move 80. And then when I get up to the wall, I'm gonna scale it and be prepared to help people over.
Oh, that's not the wall. The wall is the southernmost border of the map. That is a raised platform. That's like a porch. That's a big old porch.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's not the wall. If you notice, like when you go north, it kind of weirdly wraps around. That isn't the wall for the estate. The estate itself is the actual borders of the
Oh.
picture.
In that case, I'll probably move into the bushes then. Just
That's fair. And you're still invisible, so no one's really going to notice. I'm not going to give
let me make sure that was the right distance.
Yeah, my bad. I didn't realize that's where you guys were moving towards. No. That is literally just like a ramp up elevated platform that the house is built on. It's kind of like the foundation just extended. The wall itself is the southernmost edge of the map.
All right. Actually,
I'm not going to be picky. You guys can move through the trees unhindered. I'm not going to fight you guys on that. That's not like a graphical representation I care to fight.
in that case, I actually just straight up moved to the wall.
Okay, you are at the wall, ready to help people up. Perfect. That works fine for me. All right, that's Zero, who literally sprints past invisible like. Dren, you are up.
okay.
As I sprint past, I do let everybody know, since they obviously can't see me, that I'm heading straight south to the wall.
Perfect.
Cool.
All right. So I'm going to run, which is 4 times movement.
That's about what I can do. Just normal.
Yeah. Hey, what's that? 1 movement for Zero, or like 10 for everybody else. I am currently gravity attuned, and because of that, I'm going to use gravity boost, which adds 1/3 of my Solarian level. So it's only going to be like 2 because rounded down, and that will allow me to climb even faster. Yeah. So I'm going to run. I don't remember how much that was, like 80 feet. So 90 feet to the wall. So that is 3 of my movement. And then Dren's gonna do what one would expect of Americoy to do. He's gonna monkey himself up the wall.
Oh, I thought you were gonna use Zero as like kind of like a bounce off, kind of like
Yeah,
Sonic the Hedgehog style.
No, so this is to give like flavor. I technically have like spider climb right now. So I'm really just going to like I'm running up the wall. So like this is the 90-degree. I'm going boop 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 boop.
So Super Mario World style.
Yep.
All right. So you're saying Dren's out, or are you perching at the top of the wall?
Perching at the top of the wall.
Okay. You got a little tag team of assistants there. Okay, sounds good. That means Zero, you're up.
Really? I go again?
No, Seeker, you look the same. I'm sorry.
Oh my
It
gosh.
says Seeker. I'm looking right at it. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, hey, question. Rye, how much do you weigh?
That's a very personal question.
Just answer it.
Hot.
Just answer the damn question.
What Patrick is trying to communicate is he has no idea.
If
How much
I
is
were
one
to
bulk?
hazard a guess,
172.
and I just start sneezing.
I need to know this. I need to know this out of character. Really bad.
I don't
in order
know
to
what
try
the
to pick
average
you
weight
up
of a
as I'm
machine
going.
is.
You'll
The
see.
scale says I'm very low for my body type.
If you want to check, anyone have their core rulebook open? It's page 47
looking
probably.
I'm looking
Yeah, how
at
much is a bulk?
Oh, hold on.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, come on. My old.
What?
Hold up. I can get you this.
I don't actually think it says so.
What, how
Yeah,
much a
no.
bulk is?
Oh no, bulk is like. Actually,
Do
I don't know.
I don't.
Generally, you can
Oh,
make
I got it. If I were
Okay.
to hazard a guess, I'd say somewhere around 143 pounds.
Okay. All right.
Where is that coming from?
My other character sheet.
No.
Do you think Seeker can pick up Rye? Do you think Seeker could hold Rye?
What's his
No.
strength?
I mean, I can hold 7 bulk. And I
No.
have no
Probably
stuff
not,
on me
no.
right
No,
now.
7 bulk is
Uh-uh.
not that much.
Not enough? Okay. I think that I only can do 7. It's what? Is it just your strength?
Is what?
It's a
just-
base amount plus whatever your strength adds.
I don't have any. I have 10 strength, so I don't have any modifiers on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you're a little weak boy.
All right. How about Miller? Can I hold Miller?
Yes,
I could grab Miller.
you may. Yes.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Sorry,
See
Rye.
you, Rye.
Bye.
Okay, so Seeker starts flying, just straight up flying, and he flies directly past Miller, and Rye grabs Miller and flies 60 feet south. I am casting flight as a
Does
third level
Miller
spell.
allow this?
Yeah, Miller, is this gonna be something you allow to happen?
If you want me to. If not,
So you stop by and Miller goes, I'm gonna be an extra shield. It kind of points to the force field. We'll meet you over there.
I can cast flight on Rye next turn. By the way, just saying next time I
Well,
can.
let's go.
So yeah, grabbing Miller. We're gonna fly south for the
Can you
winter.
paint this picture for me? I want it majestic as you're flying over the trees.
I
Are
don't
you
even know
gonna
how
show
much
me
that
the
is.
world?
That's not flying.
Let's see. I can get about there. All right. Oop.
Boop.
Can I actively choose to deactivate the invisibility?
I have no idea. I assume yes. Right?
Use a knife on
Yeah,
a
I would
tree.
imagine. Yeah, you can.
Alright,
Yeah,
there
you
you
can
go.
actively.
You stab
you can
aggressively
yeah.
and become visible. I'll allow
You
it.
can
Sure.
you can do that. Yep.
All right. So
I'm
Seeker,
getting
your
rid
turn's
of
over.
the-
Yep.
All right, we're up to the BSU forces. This is
Who
gonna
all
be,
are only gonna shoot at Rye.
uh,
Because he's the
I
only
probably
one.
descended. I probably went up and then down a little bit, so I'm behind the thing, or just peeking over so I can see Rye.
All right. So they. Let's see.
Dude, if Rye dies because of this, I'm sorry.
So I'm gonna
Not
say,
impressed.
I don't think they have line of sight on. So I just need to do it from any one corner, right? That snaps through something.
Oh
and-
wait,
Well, you
wait,
need two
wait.
corners.
To
Yeah, I need two
clarify, where Rye is all windows to the main room.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
So they can see through the windows is what you're
Yep.
trying to pitch me.
Yep.
Let's take a look. Does that work for me?
No.
It's still kind of a weird angle. I'm going to say they have some sort of vision, but not enough to pull their rifles. So I'm just going to say all 4 of them chuck grenades. They
I thought
were
they
they
didn't
weren't
have
in the
any
main
more.
room. They're just going to chuck it at this corner here, which is within 15 feet for Rye. So Rye, please make me 4 sequential reflex saves.
Also, you're gonna need, if you're gonna hit there, you're gonna need 2 range increments, so it's
Oh.
gonna be at least a D10.
Okay, hold on. Let me roll the 4 d20 for that. That's a 12, a 14, a 12, a 5. I don't know what their strength modifier is. Give me one hot second.
I rolled a 27, a 15, an 11, and a 20. One of those being a nat 1.
One of those didn't make it. So
think
3
two of those
grenades are going to
didn't
hit you. One does not make it, thanks to Miller fact checking me. Thank you, by the way. Now, what was your first save?
27.
27. So you're going to get half of 5, 6, 7, 8. You take 4 damage.
Okay, hold on. I gotta switch over to my actual health points. How
Yep.
much am I taking?
4
4.
total. I've already did the half for you.
Okay, hold on. Current HP is 51.
All right. And the second nade or the second save?
I got a 15.
15. That's not enough. You're going to be taking 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And the last one,
Hold on.
third one.
45. All right, and I rolled a nat 1. I got 11.
On number 3, the third roll you did. Okay. All right. So you're going to take full damage on that.
Yeah, it's all in the.
That's max damage. You're taking 12 points of damage from the 2d6.
Woo!
Oh nope, can't cast it on Rye next turn.
Why?
I overlooked the fact that it says touched on 3rd level.
You
The rest
also
of 'em,
overlooked the fact that
anything-
he's got a necklace preventing magic, and I wasn't going to tell you till you tried it, so don't worry about it.
That's
You're-
also true.
Isn't that deactivated?
No. The electric portion of that, the runic magic on it, is not associated with the technological aspect. They are two separate settings. The runes were added after.
We're here to save you, Rye. Bye.
All right, so that's those four for nades. These guys, I think, can all get out of the building. So 5, 10, 15, 30. He can
Yeah,
move.
Ryan might be dead.
It's not looking good. If you're a sub, please prepare some rerolls.
Anybody want to give rerolls on all those grenades?
30. No, they can all make it clear. This guy, I don't think so.
But wait, is that Krellis in the woods?
My favorite part is that there are multiple opportunities to give me a weapon and no one did.
No one has.
We don't have weapons.
That's why they're not fighting for you. They came in unarmed.
Oh.
Zero's the only one with a weapon.
Oh.
I have magic, and that's about it.
And I kind of expected you to be the priority.
Well, that's fair. I don't think this one has vantage. Nah, screw it. I'm going to give it to him. All right, this one in the back doesn't. I've got 5 more attacks coming at you. These are not going to be grenades. They're going to use... these guys are all within 15, I believe. So they're using their scatter guns. They just straight up drop their rifles. They've got their prey now. They're going to pull out the scatter rifles. And the one dude over here is going to use the other one. So for the scatter rifles, I'm going to roll 4d20.
If those are cones, they'd be shooting their allies.
I'm gonna give them.
And you said I don't have. I just have clothing on. I don't have armor.
No, they wouldn't have stripped your armor. You're fine.
Okay. Really? All right. Cool. No, that helps.
They
Never
were
mind,
they were bustling you out of there pretty quickly. They took any equipment, but armor's fine.
So it does have 15 feet range, so the people in the back are taking negatives.
Then I'll give. Well, as Michael pointed out, it is a cone, I believe. So I'll say they actually stick to their rifles. The other two, the two in front, the lead, drop their sniper, their rifles. They just drop them. They pull out their scatter guns and take a shot.
I shout out, I'll take one of those.
I think I said plus 10 last time. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
21 against your AC for the first one.
Against my KAC or EAC?
I believe it's KAC. Give me a hot second to confirm.
Well, either way, both miss.
Well, that's one. One's a 21. The other one's a 28.
That hits.
Okay, the 28, and this is the big ouch weapon. It is a D12 plus 8.
Oh, God.
Hey, at least you got hit by the big ouch weapon.
I rolled a 1.
Wow.
So you take 9 points of damage from the actual threatening weapon, which is unfortunate. And now 3 more people are using their rifles. They did not switch to the scatter guns because they're not going to shoot their buddies. That is a 26, a 24, and a 27.
All hit.
All right, and for damage for them,
24 ties my KAC.
That's a hit.
All hit.
1d6 plus 8. I'll roll this in chat as well so you guys can see my awful ones. That's a 13 points of damage. That's a 12 points of damage, and that is another 12 points of damage.
How? Well, what happens when you go below 0?
You're unconscious. And you're bleeding.
What happens if you go
negative your con?
No. Hold on. Once you hit 0, you're dying. Hold on. Gotta look into it.
Well, if it makes me feel any better, I wouldn't be able to help you that turn anyway. So
yes, let's justify it that way.
Because I mean, like,
well, I popped the shield. Whatever.
You popped the shield?
Yeah, I have a force field on just so I could protect them.
Oh.
So.
It was 55 points of damage you took from the rifles alone.
Oh no, I'm aware of what I'm at.
Okay.
I'm just trying to see what happens.
Yep, I'm looking it up.
Meanwhile,
wait, how much?
So the rifle.
It wasn't a single attack. Never mind. There's no massive damage because it wasn't a single attack.
Yeah, none of those were single, and I don't think we're using massive damage rules anyway, so you're fine.
Meanwhile, the holographic image is still there because it lasts 3 rounds after I stop concentrating, and it's just saying "Yeehaw!"
All right. So at 0 hit points, I'm disabled. I'm dying from -1 to -9 hit points. A dying character immediately falls unconscious and can take no actions. A dying character loses 1 hit point every round that continue until it dies or becomes stable. When your characters... Is this Pathfinder?
This is Starfinder. Oh, you're talking about the website you're using?
Yeah, I might be on Pathfinder.
All right.
I'm at
If
negative
you're-
14.
If your hit
I've got an
points
idea.
reach 0, you are dying. You immediately fall unconscious and take no actions. While dying, you lose 1 resolve point each round at the end of your turn. If your hit points reach 0, yada yada yada.
Hey,
Stabilizing.
hey, really quick.
Yes.
Miller was able to pick up Raesh, though, right?
I don't think so.
Well,
Miller
you
can't
were
pick him up
carrying
while you're
him, weren't
picking
you?
him up.
And I'm not retconning anything, so let's play this out.
If you're dying and have enough resolve points, you can use them to stabilize. If you're stable, you can use resolve points to regain consciousness. So you.
As that one attack happens, would he be able to stabilize them?
How many resolve points do you have?
0.
3.
No, you have 0.
What?
Why?
Why?
He knows why.
Oh, right. I don't have any.
I mean, wouldn't he have regained some over time?
No, he has
All
0.
right.
He knows why.
No.
Don't
I
worry
guess
about
so.
it. Well, worry about it, but not in that aspect. He has 0 and he knows why.
Yeah,
Um.
I forgot about that.
Okay, so I've got an idea. Right? I use light level 3 on Miller. Miller goes over and picks Rye up, and they leave.
But I'm dead.
Oh, yeah. Actually, on his turn, he's dead.
Oh.
0 resolve points, and
Well,
yeah.
It makes me
Unless
feel
it's
better that I
stable.
actually could not have stopped that, so, you know.
And for good measure, 2 more guards come out from the back. They're actually in range with their rifles to shoot. They both take shots. And since you're unconscious and prone, you're not really getting any benefits there. 28 and 21. I don't know if that one hits you, but you're also taking another point.
does.
12 points. Oh, was it 12? Was the bonus 6 on that? Plus 8. So 6 plus 6 is 12, 14. Another 14 points of damage while you're already at 0.
No, I was at negative 14.
Yeah.
Well,
no,
it
he's-
actually just stops you at 0. You don't go past it, and I didn't do the attack separately in the math, so I don't know exactly when you went unconscious. This other attack, though, literally makes a scorch mark where most of Rye's body was.
That was a really good disguise for that person. That was definitely not Rye.
Yeah, that's a pretty rough scorch mark you guys are leaving behind. Top of the order, though, is back to you. Oh, sorry, Rye. Miller, you're up.
Why do I have to go first?
You're up in the air with me right now.
Because
Yeah,
I'm
actually,
dead.
I can't really do anything. I'm just
can
being
delay.
held up.
Miller passes the buck and delays his turn until Seeker's turn. I like it. 0, you're up.
Considering I technically...
In Revenge of the Sith, you remember when they killed the Twi'lek Jedi, Ayla Secura?
Yep.
They keep shooting her when she's down in the forest. That's effectively what you just witnessed out here on the veranda. It was epic, though, because there was explosions before him, blowing left and right, debris coming out, glass shattering, and it's the blast from the behind that finally brought him to his knees and then to his face. Hard.
Do we want to switch to the after party?
Well, we got 3 minutes. Do you guys think you have something to do in 3 minutes?
know.
You know,
And till we knew what we were doing, I was just going to scale the wall to see what everybody else was doing.
Sure,
I'm giving Miller flight as much as I have.
I don't know if I said shock ride and see if he wakes up.
Oh.
Yeah, 0. You turn that shit up and you shock it, and nothing happens at all. I mean, there might be some electricity pulsing through it, but the corpse left on the veranda isn't able to address it. That leaves Dren. Dren, it's your turn.
Out of
You had a full
character.
perfect bird's eye view for this too.
Under his breath, Dren just goes, "Look at me." I'm just gonna leave it at that. No. I gestured down to 0 and kind of just like throw down an arm.
I'm already up
Say-
there.
Oh, okay.
I basically just jumped up.
Oh wow, show off. Then I am going to kind of look back at what most of us have just seen. And
I'm gonna say Seeker has no idea, but everyone else knows.
Then as I'm going to kind of gesture. What's Seeker's like face as he's flying towards us?
Unknowing
Pretty
face
much.
for now.
I'm just like, gotta get out, gotta get out. I got Miller.
So he's
I am
probably
gonna
smiling like
Yeah.
the gleeful person he normally is.
Okay. Then I just make a like come on gesture with like my hand, and then prepared action when they get close enough. I'm just gonna like drag him down on the other side of the wall, hop down, and
Attempt to hijack a car. To
Okay.
escape.
All right, so you guys are gearing up for escape. That's fine. Seeker, it is your action.
I give Miller flight.
Oh, you give Miller
And
flight
I let
separately.
go
You
of
kind of
him,
let him
so-
go.
Yep.
Cool. All right, and then you just keep flying for the exit, or do you look back?
I look back to see if Rye's all right.
He is decidedly not all right. There are no pieces of him still moving, but a couple smoldering.
I am gonna fly back for him.
Can I make a reflex just to grab
Yeah.
him?
To grab Seeker? Yeah,
Yeah.
go for it. I'll allow it. Go, make opposed.
This
Let's call
plus
it-
10. 24.
24.
Hmm.
Seeker, are you resisting him grabbing you?
Yeah, probably.
Let's just call it an opposed reflex. Roll me reflex.
24.
This
Mine's
isn't.
better. Mine's better. Mine's 10.
That's actually not how saves work, though. So in
Save
saves,
normally wouldn't be
but
this
number,
anyway.
the actual person making the save wins. So I'm actually gonna say Seeker wins this one. It doesn't work the same way as AC does.
Just I'm like, I feel wholly responsible for this. And
Oh.
I should not have picked you. I thought he was gonna get killed. So
I'm not.
yeah, Seeker's just like flipping out. No, Rye, no, and he just like.
I am
books it
not
straight
going
towards him.
to argue with you that you aren't responsible.
Because he's dead, he actually can't say much.
Tries to grab him and just like summons as much strength as possible to haul his body up and fly
Well,
20
now
feet
that he's
away
probably
because that
missing
was
a
only
couple
40 feet.
limbs, you could probably pick it up now.
Oh,
Make a perception check.
chop off the head, throw him in an android.
Make a
Perception?
perception check, and you are able to pick up the half of him that is like the head half. The lower half is actually detached from all the blaster.
but that's my most important half.
Is it though?
15.
No, I haven't
15?
used it in this
Yep.
whole game.
No, I'm not going to give it to you. Based on the situation, I'm not giving you the perception that you're going to get. So you're able to grab him, and as you kind of tug under his arms, try and pull him away, only the top half comes with you.
I don't
And
care. That's fine.
you continue
we can build
flying,
more.
I believe.
Huh?
That was a 40-foot flight. You're going to swoop
Yep.
down, grab him. I won't make it in action. You're going to keep flying away.
Yep, and I'm gonna fly back towards where we were. I'm gonna go kind of below the wall there.
Okay.
So 20 feet from where I am now. Yeah, I'd be right below the wall.
Miller, what are
tree.
you doing now that your action triggers?
Hey, yeah. Well, now I don't. So I'm gonna try to protect Seeker. I'm just gonna kind of wait for him to kind of come up to me, and then I'm gonna fly away with them, I guess.
Okay. So you're helping
just gonna-
Seeker, or are you grabbing the rest of Rye? I wasn't clear on that.
No, I'm sorry. I'm holding position until Seeker comes to about where I am. Then I'm gonna kind of fly off together with them.
Okay. All right. Since it is 10:30, and as we just saw how long it takes to kill a single freaking character with all of these soldiers I have, I'm not going to roll out them trying to stop you. They take pot shots at you. They maybe score a couple hits, but at this point, with Miller's force field and your just general health, they couldn't kill you if they tried. With you flying and two of you already being over the wall, you managed to escape. You don't need to hijack a vehicle. There is an escape vehicle that was kind of waiting for you. And when the shooting started, they started to get closer to the estate. Seeing the two guys on the wall, they were already ready for you. You jump into the van, you collect what you can of Rye's entrails as you shut the door, and you begin speeding off, having successfully assassinated Oda Shen. That's where we're going to end tonight's episode. We will pick up in 2 weeks. Next week is Splatoon for those who pick me up.
Don't be
and
happy.
the following week, we will deal with the fallout of one of the Triumvirate members being killed alongside one of the Pact Breakers.
We don't go by that name.
So Pat, what are you re-rolling?
Until then, never split the party.
Yeah, Pat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pat.
Everyone else.
Justin.
Oh,
It was Justin. It was
Yeah.
absolutely Justin.
yeah. Hey, you could have said you didn't want to go. You said, "All right, yeah, take me then."
Rye
said,
could have
I'm
flew
gonna make
away.
I got him next turn. Oh, all right.
Yeah, but then that was.
We're gonna move to the after party while everyone
Yep.
bickers terribly. Patrick goes and takes a nap and cries himself to sleep, and Michael
I
goes.